Ta-da! How are you keeping? My goodness me. So I go away from here and nobody cares to look for me, right? That's how we're going to roll, eh? This relationship is one-sided. It's just like, wherever you can go for 5 weeks, it's okay. Oh my goodness me. As promised, today is the 18th day of October. I said I would be back today. You know, in my mind earlier on today when I was planning to come on, I thought, oh, this is what I'm going to talk about. But I was like, that would be so inauthentic. And I don't like being inauthentic. I thought to share with you some of the things I've been thinking about, and then we'll resume our normal programming tomorrow. You know the way we tell stories from a topical format? Yeah, let's do that tomorrow. But when I was away, I was confronted with sometimes very depressing thoughts. And so one of the thoughts that lingered in my mind for maybe 2 days was, so Eric, let me ask you now, Eric asking Eric. Now, sitting up in your sitting room, at with a phone, and you're discussing topics. How dumb? How dumb? Like, look at how old are you? Look at Trevor Noah and the things he's doing with his life. You are in your living room every evening. Okay, today we are going to talk about what is that? And I was just like, oh my God, that's true. That is dumb. Oh my goodness me. And so I sort of slid into some place of what is that really like? Why did you even start? Why did you even start to do this thing? What are you doing? But God is wonderful. So let me tell you, I think I've been off for what, 5, 6 days? Every day, every single day. So say I'm running errands. The other day I'd gone to a restaurant. I was having a lunch meeting with a friend of mine. And then these two ladies walked up to me and said, oh my goodness, Eric, I watch your stuff. We watch your stuff and it's so amazing. Thank you so much. I wish I'd met you earlier before I got into the other relationship. And I was like, what? For real? It's like, yes. So I think they were shocked that I was getting shocked because I was at the peak of my saying, what is this thing you're doing, Eric? What is this thing? And I keep to myself and I keep to my thoughts. So I hadn't discussed it with anybody. And then the following day, I went for another meeting with another friend of mine, and then my coffee came, and this woman with her child, she was carrying some mixed baby, some 0.5 child. I was like, oh, I watched those stories. You're doing nice, thank you. And I was like, what? Then the third day, I was getting a haircut. This guy walks up to me and says, oh, good work with those stories. I love that stuff. And I was just like, oh my goodness, really? Yesterday was the icing on the cake. I was in church. This lady, hi Rosemary, that's what she told me she's called. This lady walks up to me way after the service, and then she says, oh, thank you so much. I love that stuff. And are you Eric? And she was very excited. And I thought that sometimes if you're like me, there are moments where you really doubt. Maybe not doubt, but there are those times when you feel like, what is this thing I'm doing? My God, this is so stupid. You know, and maybe you're not as lucky as I am that I bump into people who tell me that they like the thing I'm doing. Maybe it's just you and the thing you're doing. So I just thought to use this opportunity before we continue with our conversations tomorrow to say that you should carry on. Carry on. All right? If you believe and you feel in your Noah that what you're doing is wonderful, don't relent. Just keep going. Trust you me. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Nobody might notice. Nobody might walk up to you and tell you. Heck, nobody might even know that you're the person who does the thing you're doing. But just keep going. Keep going. Yeah? And the other thing I'm learning also, God sort of speaks to us through people. So if people tell you you're great, please believe it. You know, I was one of these people who was so hard on myself. I'm still working on that. So that if somebody walked up to me and saying, no, really, I really think you're wise and very, and I'm just like, I start feeling like running away. And now I've just learned that that is a way of God saying that I approve of your stuff and it's amazing. And look, somebody's saying it's good for them and it's helping them, so carry on. So yeah, so that has been lingering in my mind quite a bit. I thought to share. And thank you so much. Also, if you consume somebody's work or their product and you happen to meet them, I promise you, not everybody is cocky and not everybody is sure. just a little thank you so much. I've got an ABCD from this goes a long way. In my low time of thinking about how bogus this thing is, I was thinking maybe I should just come back and say, thank you, but that's all I have for you. Thank you for listening for all those times we've talked. Bye. And then I ran away to my quiet life. But these few people, and I believe many others, just really reaffirmed me. So also on my part, one of the things I've decided going forward, if somebody has treated me kindly and they've been maybe they've been giving me a product that I appreciate or the service is excellent, say it. Say so. And you, when you're told, believe it. Please believe it. Believe it. Believe it. And decide that that is a way of God loving on you through people, right? Yeah, I think that's very, very important. But so those a few testimonials made me to sort of square my shoulders and put my head up high. And I was just like, all right, okay, it's not so bogus after all. It's not so bad after all. What else have I been up to? I've been reading quite a bit and just thinking. Another thought that crossed my mind, which I think is important to share when I was on my break, I was really thinking about, we got into a conversation with my sister and she was telling me about the importance of even, really thinking of a family and starting something along those lines. I think she, we were just having a conversation generally. And so in the quiet of the night, late that day when I was sleeping, I was just thinking, oh my God. So again, I started thinking about my friends who are doing far much better in that regard, in regards to family, who are married. And it's just like, oh, wow, look, he has 3 kids and that one has 2 kids. And this one has a marriage that is stable and this other one. But then I quickly caught myself, as I keep saying here, that the beauty is in the journey and not so much the destination. And sometimes, you know what, it just matters that you arrive. Think about again, I like the example of Trump and Obama. One arrived at 46, was it 48? The other one at 72, was it? But they both arrived. And so sometimes we're really fixated and we like to look at people around us and what they are doing. Where you are, be there. That's what I decided to tell myself. Be there. Be the amazing single man or woman you are. First to yourself and then to others. Where you are, be there. Even if you're 49 and a half, and one of your dreams when you're maybe 18 was to really get hitched and have babies, just where you are, be there. And I think sometimes when we start looking around, as we keep saying on these conversations, and you compare, then some depression can sort of set in, eh? And so in my quiet, I was thinking about being the better version of myself and how I should only compare myself to the other version that I used to be and the version I want to be. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that if the version I want to be is an 11 and I'm way here on a 4, then I have some work to do. But I am the decider of that fate. But not so much looking over my shoulder to decide who is doing what. Because journeys are very different. I mean, look, somebody is married in a grand wedding and then before you know it, they're beating somebody else in a hotel lobby and they're trending. And you're just thinking, oh my goodness, were these people not happy? And so that's another thing I was thinking about, the danger of comparison. As I've kept saying, comparison is a thief of joy, but sometimes I have to be very intentional about that and catch myself, And so again to you, if you're given to such pressures, don't compare. You'll arrive. You'll arrive. We all will. We all will. We all will. We all will arrive. But just don't wait to enjoy when you achieve attainment. Enjoy now through the journey. Yeah? So yes, I'm very excited to be back. God is good. Thank you so much for the people I've met and the persons who bothered themselves to write me a word or two. I really appreciate it. As always, my DM is open. I have fantastic conversations lined up for you, and I'm looking forward to an enthralling couple of days. God bless you and speak to you soon.